Hello there. It was a widely frosty start on Wednesday morning. Very big contrasts for Thursday morning. The temperatures, for example, on Wednesday morning in rural spots across the UK were down at -4, -5 degrees. But Thursday mornings will be around 10 or 11. The temperatures having continued to rise through the night in those areas where it stayed cold, notably eastern parts of England and eastern Scotland. So all areas will be in what we call a warm sector of air during the day on Thursday, which means it'll be leaden skies and drizzly rain as well. The rain continued to fall in sharper bursts over the hills and mountains, misty, murky weather around the coast, perhaps a little bit of brightness in northeast Scotland, and later the cold weather front clears Northern Ireland and Western Scotland, so it sweeps some of that low cloud away, but for many, very misty and grey with some fog around, but very mild in contrast. 11 to 15 degrees Celsius across the UK. Now that cold weather front will sweep the low cloud away through Thursday night from the rest of the UK, but it's in the north where we've got the most turbulent weather. We've got gales or severe gale force winds building up through Thursday evening and overnight. There is a Met Office yellow warning here for gusts of about 70 miles an hour, possibly a little bit more, bringing in more rain across northern and western areas, and rain you may have noticed further south and east as well. So it's a showery day. There'll be some brightness in between and not quite as mild, 9 to 13 degrees Celsius, notably in the north, because we've gone behind a cold weather front. That low pressure moves away to Scandinavia on Friday, but Friday night, Saturday, a big question mark in the forecast. This area of low pressure, undecided how far north it's going to go and how deep it will be, but it'll give a spell of strong and gusty winds and rain across southern parts, we think. If it pushes northwards into that colder air, we could see some snow across some central and northern areas, and as it clears away, the cold air will dig southwards. It looks like a cold and bright day though for Scotland at the moment on Saturday. Sunday sees that low pressure dragging into the North Sea, and it's behind that we could see some stronger winds. Little ridge of high pressure building down from the north this time, and the winds starting to ease away in western areas. So it could be quite cold and frosty. We could have a day where temperatures struggle to get above freezing across Scotland. A drier day following in most parts, but then we've got the potential for these strong winds, even gales, and the rain hugging the east coast, and more rain coming in later. So it looks like the colder day of the weekend. The temperature's dipping back once again, actually. And then as we move from Sunday into Monday, we get the next low pressure starting to build in. Again, if that comes into that cold air, we could have a little bit of sleet and snow, some winteriness. But all in all, it just looks rather unsettled again. You can see that winteriness in the north, more rain, potentially strong winds barrelling in on the next area of low pressure into the south and bringing back the mild air here, and it gets a little milder further north as well. So it's a very changeable picture. That low pressure then meanders northwards into Tuesday and hangs around for a time, throwing showers our way. It may be that we get another ridge of high pressure middle of the week, drying things out, some chilly nights as well, but then in come the low pressures off the Atlantic once again. So it's a changeable weather picture, but what we'll find is a bit of a seesaw continuing with our temperatures. As you saw through the weekend, a colder spell potentially Saturday night and into Sunday, but then there's more wind and rain on the way. As ever, the warning details and more for your region online.